This is my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 255, Hero Hopeful, and, wow, this is quite a chapter. And Aizawa is just going all out on this guy, just absolutely screaming at him, just trying to push him, and it's obvious it's starting to have an effect. Kurogiri, his words are stumbling, he's messing it up, he's like yelling, then screaming, then quiet, and then just freaking out, and he's trying to remember exactly who he is. He just tries to reaffirm himself. I am Kurogiri, the one who protects Tomoro Shigaraki! And then finally, they break through to him in this absolutely freaking amazing shot. I mean, seriously, I think in all of My Hero Academia, this might be my favorite panel ever, just because how freaking amazing it looks, and I can't even begin to imagine how long it took to draw that. I mean, seriously, that is absolutely beautiful, as Shirakumo's face finally breaks through, as an old piece of him finally wakes back up. His old memories finally resurface. He remembers the days he spent at UA with Aizawa, with President Mike, and he gets out just enough to be helpful. Hospital, before he essentially explodes, as he basically has an identity crisis, no longer quite sure who the heck he is. Which, makes a lot of sense. I'm assuming there's been a whole lot of brainwashing involved in this process to turn him into Kurogiri, plus, whoever else is in his head. They said he was made of two separate people, so that other person's probably in there as well. And I said last week I thought there was a chance, he might wake back up and become a full-fledged hero along with Aizawa, which would be absolutely freaking amazing. And that might actually be the case here, because, he woke up enough to have his old face shine through, and if they get a freaking teleporter on their team, that's going to be very helpful. Though I am a little worried Kurogiri is going to realize all this and, make his face look like Aizawa's old friend just to trick him into being led into a trap, essentially. It's also very obvious Aizawa did some serious damage to his eyes here, just from keeping them open for this entire freaking conversation. I mean, he brushed off aside saying, they're just dried out, it's fine, but no, I think this might have cut down his hero work considerably. Similar to how All Might developed a time limit after his injury, now Aizawa's doing the same thing. Each time he pushes his powers too far to the brink, he loses how long he can control them for. He loses how long he can keep his eyes open without doing more damage to his vision. I mean, seriously, by the end of this series, he might be completely blind. Though I'm sure they can make some really cool echolocation gear for him, which would be absolutely awesome. We then get a rather disturbing explanation on why the Nomu exist. It's like making wine, trampling the grapes to extract their juices. I merely wanted to keep enjoying those delightful flavors. Wow, okay. That's pretty messed up right there. My basic understanding of this is he's fascinated with strong quirks, and so he wants to essentially personify them, to extract them to their highest essence, to make being just their quirks, essentially. So he can have those powerful quirks around him for his own amusement. Very creepy. Very, very creepy. I mean, this lead wasn't completely useless because it let the higher-ups know that the hospital is their target, and based on, I'm guessing, a list or something they already had, they were able to figure out it's Wakagumo Hospital, which I am really thinking is the hospital that Deku went to as a kid, where they told me to have a quirk. I mean, I really want that to be the case. I want Deku's childhood doctor to end up being the final villain of the series. I mean, that would mean they literally introduced the final villain in the first freaking chapter. That'd be absolutely amazing. It also means that Deku actually had a quirk way back when. In the battle that's coming up against Destruction for All, he's going to push One for All to its absolute limit. He's essentially going to use everything, the very soul of One for All in this final attack. And in the end, it's going to fade away, so one of his powers anymore. And then, he can get his first quirk back somehow and use that to become a hero again. Anyway, then we flash back over to Liberation Army, and you just gotta love this little thing. Little late to ask about this stuff, Liberation Army facts, as he's attempting to explain exactly what it is they're fighting for to Twice, and he is just not getting it. I mean, you just really gotta love Hawk's ambition here, Even while undercover assignment, he's still trying to educate the people beneath him so they know what exactly it is they're fighting for and what exactly it is he's going to be arresting them for. I mean, that's next level there. Anyway, then we flash over to Eggman, I'm going to call him, why not? He's very amused by what's going on with Shiragami. With sense of self still fully intact, a man who possesses unlimited power, the ultimate being sought after by all for one and myself, my masterpiece. And I don't exactly know what about this is masterpiece to him. I mean, we're seeing him essentially torn to pieces and covered in blood. So is that like the full plan? Just break him down, rebuild him over and over again for the next 3 months till he can handle his own quirk without being destroyed? I mean, in Era Fureta, they explained his muscle growth by saying he essentially had his entire body torn to shreds and rebuilt over and over again in the span of a few hours so that he developed super strong muscles. Could it be the same case here, where he's being torn apart and then rebuilt with, I'm assuming, some kind of healing quirk somewhere over and over again so that his body and brain become stronger, smarter, better? And if that's the case, that's an absolutely ridiculous plan. The way Eggman made it sound earlier on was this is a prototype, and once he perfected it here, he can make it work for everyone else. It was the way of stopping the singularity down the road, but I don't think a lot of people are going to sign up for this treatment. Or really anyone. But yeah, so that's a very, very strange chapter. Like I said, the shot of their old friend shining through like that was absolutely freaking amazing. I loved it. I'm still not exactly sure what Eggman's planning, but it looks like Hawks has all the information he needs, essentially, to round up all the head honchos of the league, so that's good. This is going to be a big battle. This is going to be a very big battle. And I'm assuming that all the heroes essentially are going to go fight the Liberation Army and essentially be either killed or defeated or captured somehow. And it'll be up to like UA and all the other students to essentially pick up the pace, to step up and say, all right, that's it. We're taking command. We're the new heroes now. Oh, also, for everyone mentioned earlier, what about Eri? Could Eri fix Shirakumo? I mean, her powers are literally rewinding time, bringing a person back to the state they used to be in. So, if she, used her powers on him, could she revert him to the two people he was beforehand? I mean, there's a lot of debate exactly what her powers are, what her limits are, and whether or not she is in fact a god. But that would definitely seem like something that would be within her capabilities based on what we've seen before. But yeah, they did all that down below. Wish you like to subscribe to the next video. Until then, peace.